and lawyers for private citizen Eslyn David have maintained that the Caribbean Court of Justice is without jurisdiction to rule on the application of Mohammed Irfan Ali and Bar Jagdio, which challenges the decision of Guyana's Court of Appeal. Details from Alexis Rodney.
Trinidad Attorney Senior Counsel John Jeremy Wednesday morning submitted to the CCJ that the Apex Court in this instance cannot hear the matter and cannot trample on the exclusivity of the Court of Appeal. He said even if it is found that the appeal court here did not have jurisdiction to hear the Eslyn David versus Jika matter, the CCJ still cannot entertain that appeal. Jeremy addressed the court just after PPP's attorney senior counsel Douglas Mendes, whose submission challenged only the jurisdiction of the appeal court to hear the David case, since according to him it did not border on Article 177.4 of the Constitution. But Jeremy showed that the appeal court was well within jurisdiction, pointing out that David's application to the Court of Appeal was simply for the court to determine the interpretation of the words more votes cast as is set out in Article 177.2b of the Constitution, particularly since the matter relates to the election of a president.
We say the Court of Appeal had jurisdiction. B, if the Court of Appeal lacked jurisdiction, what is the consequence in relation to this proposed appeal? We say respectfully none. The Caribbean Court of Justice under 177.4 is not vested with jurisdiction to hear this appeal under its enabling treaty. And I'm not going to repeat my submissions in that regard. C, if the Court of Appeal rightly assumed the jurisdiction, what is the consequence in relation to this proposed appeal? We say assuming that the Court of Appeal, the CCJ incorrectly, with respect, arrogates jurisdiction onto itself to hear this appeal, then the appeal would fall to be dismissed with costs once the Court of Appeal is found to have rightly assumed jurisdiction. And
providing reference to the finality clause of 177.4, Attorney Jeremy cited two cases, one addressing the matter of jurisdiction and the other the meaning of election of a president. He said in the UC Guyana 1980 application, the Court of Appeal, acting as the final court, spoke to the issues that can be properly dealt with and the qualification of the president or the interpretation of the Constitution. He also relied on the Naraya Baksha case of India, showing authority and the meaning of the elections of a president. In the narrow sense, he said it was used to meet the final selection of a candidate, which may embrace the result of the poll. In the wide sense, the word is used in the wide process, culminating in a candidate being declared president. In this regard, he said a president does not have to be first elected before Article 177.4 comes into play. After submissions from all respondents, including the APNU, AFC, and the Attorney General, the CCJ agreed to hand down its decision next Wednesday. The submissions were heard by President the Honorable Adrian Saunders, the Honorable Justice Jacob Witt, the Honorable Madam Justice Maureen Rajnath Lee, Honorable Justice Dennis Barrow, and the Honorable Justice Peter Jamadar. For InfoHub, Alexis Rodney.